7 AI tools that save you 10+ hours every week. Imagine a world where the relentless ticking of the clock no longer dictates the limits of your professional creativity and personal freedom. We are currently standing at the precipice of a cognitive revolution that is fundamentally altering how we perceive productivity and time management. For decades, we have been told that the only way to achieve more is to work harder and sacrifice more of our precious hours to the digital grind. However, the emergence of advanced artificial intelligence has shattered this outdated paradigm by offering us a way to outsource the mundane and reclaim our lives. In this deep dive into the modern technological landscape, we will explore 7 extraordinary tools that are designed to save you at least 10 hours every single week. These are not merely incremental improvements over existing software, but are instead radical shifts in how humans interact with machines to achieve peak efficiency. The year 2026 has brought about a level of sophistication in neural networks that was previously relegated to the realm of science fiction. We are moving beyond simple chatbots and entering an era of autonomous agents that understand context and intent with startling precision. By integrating these specific technologies into your daily workflow, you can effectively buy back your time and focus on the high-level strategic thinking that truly matters. The first major hurdle in any professional life is the chaotic nature of scheduling and task management, which often consumes several hours of mental energy every week. Traditional calendars are static documents that require constant manual updates and provide no real assistance in prioritizing what actually needs to be done. This is where the intelligent scheduling platform known as Motion enters the frame to completely transform your relationship with time. Instead of you spending 30 minutes every morning trying to figure out which task is the most urgent, the artificial intelligence takes over the heavy lifting. It functions as a sophisticated engine that analyzes your deadlines and your available time slots to build a dynamic schedule that adapts in real time. If a meeting runs long or an unexpected emergency arises, the system automatically reshuffles your entire day to ensure that nothing important falls through the cracks. It treats your time as a finite and precious resource by preventing the common trap of overcommitting to too many projects at once. By automating the logistical nightmare of calendar management, users report saving upwards of 5 hours every single week just by eliminating the need for manual planning. This tool represents a shift from passive scheduling to active orchestration, where the machine understands your personal energy levels and work habits. While managing your time is crucial, the actual execution of creative work often remains the biggest bottleneck in any productive system. Writing and content creation have historically been slow processes that require deep focus and extensive research, which can take hours of trial and error. The second tool on our list is Jasper, which has evolved far beyond a simple text generator into a comprehensive brand intelligence platform. It allows professionals to maintain a consistent voice across thousands of documents while cutting the time spent on initial drafts by 70%. Whether you are crafting complex technical reports or engaging social media campaigns, the artificial intelligence understands the nuances of your specific industry. It can take a few scattered bullet points and transform them into a polished 3,000-word article in a matter of seconds. This efficiency does not come at the expense of quality, because the underlying models have been trained on vast datasets of high-performing content. By leveraging such a powerful writing assistant, you can effectively double your creative output without increasing your workload. The mental fatigue associated with the blank page is effectively eliminated, allowing you to spend your energy on refining ideas rather than struggling with basic syntax. Meetings have long been identified as the primary graveyard of corporate productivity, where hours are lost to circular discussions and forgotten action items. The third revolutionary tool is Fireflies, which serves as an autonomous meeting assistant that captures every single word spoken during a digital or physical conversation. It does not just provide a simple transcript, but instead uses advanced natural language processing to identify key decisions and assign tasks to specific team members. Imagine finishing a 1-hour strategy session and immediately receiving a concise summary that highlights the most important takeaways and next steps. You no longer need to take manual notes or worry about misremembering a crucial detail from a conversation that happened 3 days ago. This allows participants to be fully present in the moment instead of being distracted by the need to document everything. The search functionality within the platform also means that you can query your entire history of meetings as if it were a private database. If you need to remember what a client said about a specific budget 6 months ago, you can find the exact moment in seconds. This level of organizational memory is a massive force multiplier that saves countless hours of follow-up emails and clarification calls. The fourth tool addresses the visual communication gap that often slows down even the most efficient teams in the modern workplace. Creating professional presentations and slide decks has traditionally been a tedious process, involving hours of formatting and searching for the right imagery. Gamma is an artificial intelligence-powered design engine that allows you to generate beautiful and interactive presentations from a single text prompt. It understands the narrative structure of a successful pitch and automatically arranges your content into a visually stunning format that works on any device. You are no longer constrained by the rigid templates of old-fashioned software because the AI adapts the layout to fit the information you provide. This tool bridges the gap between raw data and compelling storytelling by handling all the aesthetic decisions for you. What used to take an entire afternoon of dragging boxes and choosing fonts can now be accomplished in less than 10 minutes. This rapid prototyping of ideas allows for much faster feedback loops and ensures that your message is always delivered with maximum impact. It is a perfect example of how generative design is democratizing high-quality visual communication for everyone, regardless of their technical background. Research is another area where traditional methods are becoming increasingly obsolete in the face of rapid technological progress. The fifth tool we must discuss is Perplexity, which is currently redefining how we search for information on the internet. Unlike traditional search engines that provide you with a list of links and require you to do the filtering yourself, this platform provides direct and cited answers to complex questions. It functions as a highly intelligent research assistant that can synthesize information from across the web into a coherent summary. This eliminates the need to open 20 different tabs and manually extract the relevant data points, which is a process that can take hours for a single project. The transparency of the citations ensures that you can always verify the source of the information, which is critical for maintaining professional standards. By providing a conversational interface for deep research, it allows you to dive into new topics with unprecedented speed. This tool is particularly valuable for professionals who need to stay updated on rapidly evolving fields like medicine or computer science. The time saved by not having to navigate through ad-cluttered websites and irrelevant search results is immense and highly addictive once you experience it. For those who work in the realm of software development or data analysis, the sixth tool, called Cursor, is a complete game changer. It is an integrated development environment that has artificial intelligence baked into its very core, rather than just being an external plugin. It allows developers to write code by simply describing the logic they want to implement in plain English. The system can scan entire codebases to suggest improvements and catch potential bugs before they ever become a problem. This reduces the time spent on debugging and boilerplate code by a significant margin, which is often the most time-consuming part of any technical project. Even for individuals who are not professional programmers, this tool lowers the barrier to entry for building custom scripts and automation tools. It empowers you to create your own software solutions to specific problems without needing to spend months learning complex syntax. The ability to iterate on technical ideas at the speed of thought is one of the most powerful advantages of the current AI era. It turns the act of coding from a struggle with syntax into a high-level architectural conversation between the human and the machine. The final tool in our selection is Midjourney, which has fundamentally transformed the world of creative direction and asset generation. While it began as a way to create interesting digital art, it has evolved into a vital professional tool for designers and marketing experts. High-quality custom imagery that used to require a professional photographer or a dedicated graphic designer can now be generated in minutes. This allows for the rapid creation of mood boards and advertising concepts that would have previously been cost-prohibitive for smaller teams. The latest versions of the software offer incredible control over lighting and composition and style, which makes it a versatile companion for any visual project. By integrating generative art into your workflow, you can experiment with hundreds of different visual directions in the time it would normally take to create one. This massive increase in creative bandwidth allows for more experimentation and ultimately leads to better final products. It is the ultimate antidote to creative blocks and the high costs associated with traditional visual production. When you combine these 7 tools into a single integrated workflow, the results are nothing short of transformative for your professional life. You are essentially building a digital nervous system that handles the logistical and repetitive tasks that consume the majority of our working hours. This is not about working more hours, but about making the hours you do work significantly more impactful and meaningful. The transition to an AI-augmented lifestyle requires a shift in mindset from being a doer to being a director of intelligent systems. As we move further into 2026, the gap between those who embrace these innovations and those who resist them will only continue to widen. The gift of 10 extra hours every week is not just a statistic, but is a tangible opportunity to invest in your own growth and well-being. Whether you use that reclaimed time to master a new skill or to spend more time with your family, the choice is finally back in your hands. We are living through the most exciting period of human innovation in history, and the tools to unlock your full potential are already at your fingertips. By choosing to adopt these technologies today, you are positioning yourself at the forefront of the new economy, where creativity and strategy are the only true currencies. The future of work is not a destination, but a continuous process of adaptation and empowerment through the incredible power of artificial intelligence.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell.